Oh my word. Your God comes with a lesson in grace and forgiveness. I wanted to do a little chat. Something very surprising happened to me this week. So on my birthday, I shared some photos because I felt very cute, just to commemorate the day. I love when I scroll back on my feed and I can see what my birthday was like the year before, or even the year before that. What it looked like, what I did, who I was with, all these things, So I shared some photos, and naturally I got a lot of greetings from people, just wishing me well, saying happy birthday, which I very much appreciate, honestly. I don't even expect it, to be honest. I don't expect everyone to take a moment or to care. So I felt a little overwhelmed with all the messages, and it was not just on Instagram, it also extended across to WhatsApp. A whole month later, I had not yet responded to my messages. I felt very bad about it, like pretty guilty and even ashamed, because I didn't want the people to think. I know some people just say happy birthday and they really don't even care or realize if you respond or not. But some people actually, care about me. Like, they're my friends, and I felt really bad about it. But somehow, it's like, on the day I would say, okay, I'll just respond tomorrow. And the next day I'm still in a celebratory mood. I'm still focusing on my bubble and, being present. I'm like, okay, I'll respond in another day or two, which rolls into a week, which turns into 2. And now it's 3 weeks later, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. What are people gonna think if I respond now? And then, boom, it's a month. And that's how it went, essentially. Eventually, yesterday, I just woke up and I was like, Danielle, you just need to get it done. You need to get it out of the way, because it keeps hanging over you. It's not something that you're apparently going to let go. You want to respond to these messages, and every time you think about it, you feel like crap. So just get it out of the way, So yeah, I got up. As soon as I woke up, talked to God, and then I went to responding to my messages. Down the line, I started all the way from the last one, and I made my way up. But all of this is to say, despite the fact, wow, it's super tight. I can see somebody saying that's what he said. I'm sorry. I'm 12. Even despite the fact that I took a whole month to respond to my messages and to just say thank you, that I'm appreciative. The thing that I did not expect is that when I did, so many people were so supportive and encouraging and even expressed concern. I did not see that coming. I kind of expected oh, it's no problem, and that's it. But a lot of people, not even a lot, everybody that I messaged so far would express like similar feelings, like, it's fine. Honestly, sometimes I need to take some time away myself. Or sometimes I need to get off this app. Or, girl, you're good. Don't worry about it. And don't get me wrong, on one hand, I'm not really surprised, because I only associate with wonderful people. Generally speaking, like, I only like that kind of energy around me. So I don't know why I would be so taken aback, but it was so nice. And somehow it made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. It's so funny because I feel like I had been actively working on myself for years, and it got to the point where I felt whole. Like, I felt like I was in a good place. Like, I had addressed everything I needed to address, and then here God comes with a lesson in grace and forgiveness. And I'm still not quite there yet, but I am slowly making my way. So that's all I can really do, right? Seeing kindness and goodness and grace also extended to me, I feel like it also helped to influence my mood, which is another thing. I'm realizing that the older I get, Oh, my hormonal balance and mood swings, oh, so much more severe than when I was younger. Like, you know, people joke about PMSing and whatnot, but yeah, no, I feel as though that ish rocks me some months, not every month, but some months. My personal experiences is yet another reason why I am so passionate about the direction that I'm taking my brand and businesses. So after giving it much thought, without going too much into detail, I was trying to think of how I could use everything that I have created thus far and make it work without having to start from scratch. I've essentially decided Good and Plenty. I will use that name for my apothecary. There I will grow my herbs, my spices. I will create natural products. And from Good and Plenty, I will sell or give some of those products as a base to the products I create in Salmon Sonder. So, for instance, if I infuse calendula in my oil base at Good and Plenty, I will then use that as a base for some of the products I offer on Salmon Sonder. I'm not even sure how much of that I'm going to keep or how cohesive this is going to be. I just wanted to keep my thoughts out. Yeah, so should probably get started on my day. Itadakimasu.
guy to be around. After you've spent time with them, you feel like you have a person. They don't care if you're the title is. At the end of the day, you are a person. And so you are not going to get special treatment from them. A large
The sun is so nice today. I just came outside and look at what I was met with. The sakura's blossoming. Yeah, as soon as I see the plum blossoms, like when I'm out and about, I knew spring is on the way. Look at them. Oh my word. In another week or two, they're gonna be open. I'm so stinking excited. Well, the reason I came outside is I want to remove this black tarp. The one on the ground, I think I'm just going to leave it because it's going to be easier to get around when it rains. And spring can be pretty wet here. So I'm going to pick these up as well as the one over there. I want to try to gather up these twigs and stuff that we would have trimmed down during the winter and just left to, dry out so that they're more compact. Also planning to pick up the black lining around here as well. I think there are nice pebbles underneath there somewhere. And if I can gather enough stones, I'd like to do a cute little walkway just from there to there and take this up as well. I was going to leave this, but I realized that it is literally a bunch of gardening space that would be underutilized. So I'm probably going to pick this up as well and just leave a small portion over there by the mailbox. Alright, so let's get to work. So much to do. Initially I was going to add all of this into a week in the life vlog, but I think I'm actually going to change it up and just do a day in the life to upload on Sunday. And then all the footage I would have recorded before now, I'll probably turn that into a week in the life for next week. Quite a lot to edit a week in the life vlog, and I really want to try to get back on a consistent posting schedule. Before I was posting like each week, like 7 to 8 days, but then after I took a little break for about 2 weeks, I've kind of been thrown off. I still post weekly, but it's not been 7 or 8 days on the dot. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the list. And I feel as though it is potentially affecting my number of views, etc. Which, when I first started, my vlog was not really important. It really was supposed to be more of a visual diary, just for me to capture the next year, maybe 2, of my life, just because we're not going to be in Japan indefinitely. Now, I think about it and seeing how uncertain small business income, I should say, is, it would be nice if I could have this as an additional stream of income eventually. Like if I can get my subscriber count up and my watch hours up. So yeah, I'm really gonna try to do my best with this vlog thing I got going. My microphone. I should have gotten my microphone. Let me go get that. And we're back. Crap, let me say and we're back without putting on the mic. Okay. And we're back. Again, your reminder to hydrate. Oh my goodness, the sun is kissing me so nicely. I'm just soaking up this time where it is, you know, the perfect temperature. Honestly, it's still a smidge bit chilly for my taste personally, but for, you know, the average normal person, this is probably it's like, you know, you crave and you're rushing winter down because you miss the warmth, but then sometimes spring seems to go so fast because I swear we blink and then it's like summer heat. So I'm just really taking a moment to appreciate and acknowledge this. Thank you, God. I should get moving or nothing will be done. Okay. Normally, I would go ahead and put some headphones in because I like to listen to music while I work or garden or whatever. Oh, I should probably put my gloves on too, actually. Yeah, let's do that because these are kind of rusty. Because after I heard about the symptoms of tetanus, oh, that stuff is awful. That shovel was there when we moved in, along with this black plastic thing. No idea where it came from. I feel so happy right now. Is this still recording? Okay, yeah, it is. That would have been a shame. Although, really and truly, you wouldn't have missed all that much. But I've been really happy lately. Oh my. Oh. I'm usually very careful when removing something like this because where I'm from, you don't want to run into those who shall not be named, the 100 leggers. But yeah, this is why I wanted to take this stuff up while it was technically still winter and cold because those things tend to not be around. But wow, it's actually pretty nice under here. I'm excited to start my garden. Oh my god, what's that? Oh, already I see a bug. Where did it go? That's always the worst when you don't see where they went. Well, loads of potential. I'll just have to clean it up a bit. Later, Mateo and I should hopefully go to NAFCO and we'll get some soil, maybe potting. I'm not sure if potting makes, but some soil and if they have it, some compost. Off to bed number 2. This one has a lot more stuff in here. I just realized I don't need to record this entire thing. I probably shouldn't. Slowly. Piece of metal pipe that rotted and fell over. Okay. Yes. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm still trying to like figure out and decide where I want to plant what. Very nice to see actually. What time is it? I should make a note of the time. I was worried that back here doesn't get much direct sun, and some of the things I want to plant, like tomatoes, sweet peppers, and peppers, they all love at least. So, my husband said we've been married 1 year and 2 months, and this was worth celebrating. They are so beautiful. Look at them. Get into it. I'm about to head back outside. I have no idea when that video cut off because I don't know when it said my SD card was full. But we moved. Okay, and we're back outside again. You want to know something crazy? The inside of my house right now feels colder than outside of my house. Yeah. Something that I've noticed when I took this bed up is there were still roots growing under the black tarp, and I have no idea what plant this is for. I was hoping to put my underground produce in this bed. My ginger, garlic, onions, things of that nature. I want to have some of the same fruit veggies in the front and in the back, just so that like if anything goes wrong, I don't lose my entire crop. So something I'm really excited about is taking the tarp up along the sides of the house. Before we moved in, they were using some bricks to hold some things down, and quite frankly, I think it is a very terrible tripping hazard and not particularly safe, and I want to get rid of it. And yeah, we're going to try to do that today. I don't think I'm going to touch the garden beds whatsoever today, quite frankly. I feel like it's going to take some time and effort because I want to do it right, and I don't have the energy or the sunlight hours. So I'll just start fresh tomorrow. Okay, so I was finally able to get all the black tarp up, and it's looking less than stellar. There's actually a ton of the pine needles that was trapped underneath over the winter from this tree right here. So I can see I'm going to have a really busy weekend ahead of me. I don't really mind though, because it's going to be very fulfilling. All just left at the side of the house. You're just trying to get over here that looks like this to look a little bit more like over here that now looks like this. Such a beautiful evening. I should probably share that too, since just over this house. How cute. Okay, I'm gonna go now.